Hello participants, welcome to Elevate, competition to unlock knowledge potential. Here you understand how construction industry manages their projects. For getting started, log into CivitBuild by using credentials provided on mail. Once you are in, you will see all the module where you are supposing to work. You can also see login user and can access to notification triggered on events like requisitions for material, labor, payment certificates, etc. In define phases, you can create project structure for execution and take it up phase-wise. One can add as many phases as they want based upon decided execution stages. We already have created project structure for you, so you need not to worry about it. In define WBS, you can access to small YouTube button at right bottom corner of the page which state how to enter data in given form. This small help videos are available on all pages which will help you understand data entry operations. Work breakdown structure states the activities and items that are to be taken up for execution of project. You can add the activities and items as shown here by keeping in mind that this is two-story villa project which may not be in detail but must contain crucial activities in it. One can take help of sample BOQ Excel file provided with email. Once done with WBS creation, you can assign this for cost estimation to your project team, which will be you again. One can attach project documents if needed. In cost estimation, you can work upon various cost parameters like direct cost, indirect cost of the project. Taking activities which are in blue color and items for execution, once can decide the rate, whether it is raw rate, subcontractor rate, or standard rate using given dropdown. For more for cost estimation, please visit YouTube button at right bottom of page. Project indirect costs like site mobilization, preliminaries, site overhead cost, and project staff cost can be added here to get total indirect cost for project. By doing so, you will get direct and indirect project cost. Sum up both and you will have total project cost. The provision for mark as working cost estimation, assign, update rate analysis rate, and revising estimate in case of alteration is there. In project schedule management, go to the project list. Here you can prepare project execution schedule by adding the name of execution schedule, start date and end date of the project, based on estimation prepared on previous step. Once you are done, you can set milestone activities, set up start and end dates and dependencies among activities. Full view along with Gantt chart will help to visualize it in detail. You can easily zoom to quarters and months, months and weeks, months and day. Based on that, the project timeline will be automatically updated. The different color codes are also used to identify the completion of activities. Once done, based on project execution schedule you have prepared in CivitBuild will give you detailed and accurate resource plan as shown here. To ensure smooth supply of resources during execution, company procurement calendar has lion's share in it. It helps you visualize resource requirement throughout project life during different months and year. The chart view here adds cherry on a cake which provide information on cash outflow and resource requirement category wise. We all know how important ABC analysis is when it comes to set up supply priority. Our ABC analysis dashboard helps you achieve that. Here one can go ahead and analyze resource requirement based on amount and quantity. Alright, everything is set till here after scheduling. Now process to release activity for execution under project monitoring and controlling. Take your time and decide which activity will go first. Simple, select the checkbox for the activity to be released and add the amount of work to be released for the execution. After releasing, you can assign that activity for supervision during execution to one of your team members. In this case, it would be you only. Subcontracting management. In subcontracting management, you can generate requisition against released activity for subletting the work. Remember to fill all necessary details while generating requisitions such as construction unit, requested and required dates, requested quantities of selected activity. This will be helpful in further process. Once done, remember to approve requisition. For more details, check out our video link for requisition at right bottom corner of page. Request for quotation, that is RFQ to contractors, is process set in organization to have transparent subletting of work to qualified subcontractor. This process is optional here and you can process to generate work order directly in work order menu. For now, let's fill up details for request for quotation process. Fill all RFQ details and while selecting items, select the items from the requisition so requisition items will be reflected during request for quotation. We suggest you to check out our video on how to generate RFQ at right bottom corner of same page. Once you are done with filling up all details, remember to approve RFQ in order to process for next step. Against the floated RFQ, the concerned person will receive quotation form different contractors, which has to be entered here in quotation menu. For that, you need to create quotation and fill up all necessary details of work. The quotation can be added for the multiple contractors who has submitted their interested against the floated RFQ. In quotation, the basic details need to be added, such as quotation date, quotation number, scope of work, rate per unit quantity, discount offered by contractor if any, and finally save the quotation. Once the quotation entering is done, only work remaining is to compare the received quotations from different contractors side by side. The comparison of quotation is done based on the commercial and technical rating. Based on the average of both rating, the level 1 contractor will be decided. You can also refer sensitivity analysis to select best among available ones. Remember, in construction organization, this sensitivity analysis is very important and must be done to have transparent function of contracts department. Great, now level 1 contractor is finalized to whom we will issue the work. Now let's just generate work order to get the work done from contractor. For sake of ease, select work order type regular. Then you have fill up all details of work order, such as contractor to whom work order has to be allocated, dates, title, contract type, and so on. It is suggested to go ahead for item rate contract. You can generate work order based upon RFQ or plan. Please check out our video on how to generate work order by using the link provided at right bottom corner of the page. Once the work order details are filled, then you need to select items. Also, you can specify the discount type and discount offered for each line item. Additionally, if something goes wrong, you can amend or cancel the work order. You can also attach the documents, which could be related to technical specification of work, lab test reports, quality checks to be carried out during and post execution of work, and so on. Once everything is done, don't forget to save the details of work order. Under terms and condition, you can fill up all details related to payment terms by specifying the percentage completion and number of days to raise the payment. Then add tax details. Select the taxes which is applicable for the work order. Add advances details such as ad hoc advance, mobilization advance, and material secure advance, and then specify the recoveries for the work order, like retention such as security deposits. For recoveries such as advance recovery, debit under safety head, debit under site head, debit under store head, and so on. Also, you can add the conditions of the work order and bond details such as performance bond or security bond. Finally, we suggest you to try with easy and plain simple case to start with. Please do remember to approve work order, otherwise it won't be visible in other steps. Workplace for site engineer is designed by keeping in mind the daily tasks which are relevant to site personnel can be made available at one place. As a site engineer, you can process to generate daily progress report, that is DPR, by using create DPR option for item against which you have raised work order. The daily progress report menu in here does the same. You can use the option which you feel you are comfortable with. To understand the process of how to generate daily progress report, please refer our short clip at right bottom corner of the page. To add daily progress report DPR, first you need to specify the date for which you need to add the progress. In construction industry, DPR is raised on daily basis to monitor the project progress. The activities which are released for the execution by you from release activity process will appear to add the daily field report. You will see all released activities and their start and end date along with the released quantity. You can also identify that the released activity is for the departmental work or a subcontractor work. Based on that, select the measurement book icon and add the measurements for the executed work for the selected day. Please check twice that the quantity entered by you is correct and reflected under the updated quantity. In addition to the actual project progress and measurement books, the concerned person from the site can add the real-time work execution photos and daily progress report. In DPR print, you can see the details of executed work such as work done, and that total planned quantity and planned quantity for the day, along with executed quantity and percentage completion. In material and labor consumption, you can see the detailed consumption of different labors and materials used during the execution of the work. In addition, you can see the next day execution plan along with the name of contractor and attached site execution photos. This type of detailed daily field progress report is very useful in order to track down the physical percentage completion of the work and provide the detailed MIS reports to the management. Since we have subletted the work, filling the measurement book against subcontractor makes more sense. A site engineer can also directly go ahead and generate measurement book and bill to subcontractor for whatever quantity of work they have done on site. To fill up the measurement book against the executed work, First, you need to select the line items for which the work has been executed on construction site, and then with the help of Action button add the measurements for the specific line items. And finally, select the completion checkbox and save the details for the billing. In Billing menu, you can generate bill of subcontractor against the executed work on site. Remember, this process of billing to subcontractor is very crucial. The bill can be raised against the ad hoc advance, material at site, mobilization advance, on account and recovery of payment, finally for work done. To keep it simple, we suggest you to raise a bill against the work done only. To raise a work done bill, first specify the bill stage. It may be interim or final, depends on the bill. Then add the billing date and bill generation date. Based on the bill generation date, whatever measurement book added till date can be selected from the Select Measurement button. Select the line items for which the work done bill to be raised. Also, you can check the variation in the items and add the additional required items of measurements. Finally, add the documents required with bills such as site photos or miscellaneous documents. At the end, submit the bill to raise the payment certificate. Once you are done with billing, next is to generate payment certificate of subcontractor against the bill done. In order to raise the payment certificate, first select the project name, contractor name and work order number for which payment certificate is need to be raised. Then select on Add button to raise PC. Then in payment certificate details, add the certification date, certification type, payment due date and invoice number. Once all details are added, then select the current bill payments based on the bill raised in the billing stage. Here we will raise the payment certificate against the work done only. Also add the taxes in payment certificate. Finally, cross-check the all payment amount. Also, if there is any documents available related to the payment certificate, then also you can add under the attachment menu. And at last, submit the payment certificate for the approval. We suggest you to watch video on how to generate payment certificate by using the link provided as a small YouTube button in right bottom corner of the page. Once the payment certificate is raised, it goes to Accounts Department to release the payment for subcontract. Additionally, the icing on the cake, we suggest you to take a deep dive into the Report Center menu where you will see the detailed reports for the all 4 modules. Finally, all the best to all participants for the hackathon. Hope you will learn a lot of new and exciting things on Civit Build platform.